I wanted to talk about this jacket. I actually reviewed like another version of this Magcomsen jacket a few weeks or months ago, and it's a brown one, and I'll kind of show you a picture of it here. And it was very cool. This was my go-to jacket. So that brown one that I did a review on, I purchased off of the TikTok shop, and I didn't see this black one. So I had this black one sitting in my cart for a while. So now that I got it in, this is actually taking the place of the brown one. Not to say that the brown one isn't good. I like the brown one a lot, and if I'm wearing like a light brown pair of boots or something like that, and it matches well with the light brown jacket, then I'll wear that, or with the light brown collar. But everything else that I've actually been wearing since I got this in, I've been wearing this. This has been my go-to because, as you know, black goes with everything. It's just ubiquitous color. You can wear it with everything. Everything matches with it. And then it's got this lighter gray Sherpa collar, which, I mean, the whole thing is Sherpa. The inner lining is Sherpa. And it's getting hot in here, but for the purposes of this video. And I've seen a few jackets that sell the black with the brown Sherpa lining on the inside and on the collar, but I love this gray because, like I said, black and gray, which is just a lighter shade of black, is ubiquitous, and I can wear it anywhere with anything. So I really like the way it's going. You can see with my pecan colored hat here, and still I'm wearing this black and gray, and it still goes. So I love it. Obviously I'm wearing my black t-shirt because black goes with everything. So concerning the material, unlike the other one was like a canvas light type of thing. It looked like canvas, it felt like canvas, but it wasn't thick, it wasn't heavy, it wasn't waxed, you know, but it was a canvas-like material. This is good old corduroy. And I don't know if you could tell here on camera, this is a nice corduroy. And the thing about corduroy is that it lends itself to that deep, dark black, right? If I was to have like a canvas jacket or a wax black jacket, it's always like a super faded color. But when you get that corduroy on, that's like the deepest, darkest black, almost like a black rough out boot, right? It gets really dark. Sure, over some washes, it'll get lighter, but I don't think it gets too light. So I really like the way that this looks. The buttons go, just everything complements well. So I'll do a stand-up so you can check it out. But yeah, I really love the way that this thing looks. It looks great, and it's stinking warm. So this guy is something for more of your colder days of winter. You're not looking for something that's lightweight, right? Where you would wear a lightweight shell jacket, you know, something nylon. This is something that's got that inner lining that I was telling you about. So this thing is going to keep you very warm. Right now it's like 65 degrees in my garage. It's been pretty humid during the day this week. It hasn't been as cold as previous, and I'm starting to sweat because this thing is extremely warm. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were experiencing a cold spell, and I was out there shooting some video with my camera, and I knew I was going to be out there on the street, so I brought this jacket, and boy was I happy, because the only thing that was cold was my face and my hands, and my hands I could do nothing about because I kept my hands holding that camera. And then for my ears and my face, I would just every once in a while just do that, button this thing up to the top and just kind of hold it up there, and it helped a lot. Now I'm wearing it the way I like to wear it, with the collar flipped up in the back, and then the front kind of just falls down to the sides. I love the way that looks. That helps. It looks really great. The other thing is that these buttons are pretty solid, and they're snap buttons, which I really like. They're not regular buttons where you would like button up your jacket. This is just a regular snap, which I love because it's fast and it's easy. I'll actually put it on the hanger, snap everything up when I'm taking it off, snap it off. I love it because it's nice and fast. Now concerning the build, I actually think that this one's better than the last Magcomsen jacket that I reviewed. That brown one was well built. Like I said, it was very warm, and that was my go-to. But now that I got this one, I'm like, when you compare them to each other, this one is definitely better. They refined everything, and I really love that other jacket, and I still, like I said, I still use it. My only downside of that jacket had this weird leather patch right here. Still wore it, still enjoyed it because it was a great jacket for a great price. This one does not have that patch. So I really, really like this jacket. I'm not gonna give you the price here. You can just click on the link below and you can see the price there. But what I will tell you is that this jacket is actually cheaper than the equivalents, and the equivalent would be, say, a Wrangler jacket. Now, you know me, I'm Mr. Budget, so if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, this is your go-to. And that's not to say that the Wrangler jacket, which is what I'm kind of comparing it to, is not worth the price that it's worth. You know, I think that's something around $90 or so. It's still a great jacket. What I'm saying is that if you're trying to save a couple of bucks and look great while doing it, this is the one. Now, obviously, I'm going to give you the Amazon link You could probably go to their website, but I saw that their prices on their website was a little bit higher and elevated. Then you can use a discount code that they gave me to give to you. But if it's cheaper on Amazon, I would always stick to Amazon. There's just no question about it. Things are safer with Amazon. Returns are easy with Amazon. Amazon's the safest place to do it, and they have the cheapest price there. Also, if you go to the TikTok shop, you can also buy it from there. And I know there's a lot of people don't use TikTok, and a lot of people don't. If they have a TikTok, they're not shopping on TikTok. And I was one of those guys all before, a year ago. I jumped on TikTok. I got a following there now. Funny enough, most of my following on TikTok don't watch me here. Some of you guys do, but most of you guys don't. And I started actually buying off of the TikTok shop, which was weird. I was like, okay, here we go, let's try it. And I bought something, and it worked, and it was fine. And I had to return something. That worked. It was fine. As a matter of fact, the Magcomsen jacket that I bought, the brown one, I bought it. It was too small. Had to return it for a larger size. Returned it just as fast as Amazon, and I got to return another jacket just as fast. So I was like, man, that's crazy. Amazon was in a league of its own now, but I think everybody's trying to catch up. So anyway, I hope that this helps you make a purchasing decision, because that's what this channel is all about. Kind of reviewing stuff that there's not a lot of reviews out here in YouTube land. And I hope that can help, and I hope it helps you. All that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one.